What's up, YouTube? I'm back again to show you a deck profile. This has been a long delayed deck profile. I've had a lot of stuff going on. Every time I tried to film it, like some random crap happened. But this is basically the deck profile of the Rabbit deck I was playing when I topped Los Angeles Regionals on April 21st. So I'm just gonna go right into the deck profile. I mean, this is before priority changed, so the deck's a bit different than what it is now. So I'm just gonna go right into it. I mean, of course, we got triple Rabbit, 3 Cabazals, 3 Saberstors, Guaiba, which is really good against a lot of decks. We had 3 Tour Guides of Sangin, and at the time I was running triple Maxi as my hand traps. I felt that just was like the most solid hand trap at the time, mainly for like just like a lot of the decks. It's gonna, like, I felt at the time Valor didn't hurt Valor didn't hurt as much of the decks as Maxi did at the time, so of course I'm going to triple Maxi instead. And I went with 1 Gores because Gores just like seals the deal, just really helps you out, of course. I mean, we all know that. For spells, I mean, we did staples like Dark Hole Heavy, Reborn, Avarice, Book, 1 Smashing, triple MST, triple Lance. Like, those all saved me so much. They're really good. I like the 1 Smashing alright. That's really, I mean, the spells, I have no complaints other than the Smashing. The Smashing was whatever. I mean, it's Smashing. We have, for traps, we have like the Solemn Brigade, we have Mirror Force, Double Torrential, 2 Fiendish, and Starlight Road. Like, Starlight Road was cool. It never went off once, but it always made me feel safe. But I don't run it in the new build. I don't think it's necessary, along with Mirror Force. Like, I do like Mirror Force a lot, but I think right now with Inzectors running around, I think Mirror Force is like a subpar card right now, just because of the fact that they can pop it. But it's definitely a worthy side deck card. Like, I thought about side decking it, but I went with triple D Prison for the new build now on the side. But I do think Mirror Force is still really good. Without, like, before priority, like, this deck was really busted. It was like on its own little level. I mean, with priority gone now, on turn player priority on ignition effects being gone, the deck is still really good. A lot of people are like, we're dropping them and stuff like that, and obviously they won their YCS, the first YCS after turn player priority on ignition effects had left the game. And it goes to show you that, like, you can't just say a deck is dead. You can't drop it, and like, you can't drop it until you've like play tested a lot. Like, I've had people, like, some of my subs, like some even bigger names, even like, well, I'm not going to say names, but I've had people talking to me about it, like saying like, oh, what do you think about Rabbit and blah 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 because of priority. And it's like, dude, the deck is still really good. I've play tested it even after priority is gone. I'm still running it. I'm gonna run it at nationals for sure. I'm gonna run it at the next regionals in Anaheim. I'm hoping to top there too, and then I can show you the deck profile from then, and that'll be the last time I do a Rabbit profile. I mean, you guys have seen them all. They're all really cool to watch and whatever. I mean, a lot of people don't like them. I like them fine. I like to see what people do differently because there's a lot of text you can put into. And I do think Rabbit is a really good deck. It's not as autopilot as people think. I think there's a lot worse decks out there that require a lot less thought. And I think that if you think Rabbit is autopilot, try and build the deck and take it into event and tell me how well you do. And we'll see how well you do. So that's like the main deck right there. I really liked it. I really liked it for that time. It worked well. It's a lot. My build is a lot different now, of course. I mean, the Maxis have been taken out for Valors, whatever. But anyways, I'll go into the side deck, which I liked a decent amount. I mean, I don't know. I like the way the side deck's built right now a lot better. So we got 2 Valors, of course, for like Inzectors and all sorts of other stuff. We got the Snowman for like Mirror and Heroes and stuff like that. Chalice is really good, especially when you side in macro. Like, it helps because you usually have to side out a Valor or something, because like you're gonna have dead Valors. You're gonna just be drawing Valor after Valor while you have macro up, and it's not gonna do anything. So you need the Chalice, like, for a mirror match, of course, because you take out the chains and you put those in. But now the chains are good, so you might not want to do that. But chains are against mirror match. And then we had like, we have Mind Control and Smashing for like just a bunch of different decks. Like Mind Control mainly for like Mirror, Heroes, like anything that's gonna like run like level 3s and 4s. Like, I might do it against Inzectors, but probably not. I don't even run Mind Control right now, so it's kind of whatever. Ran 2 Bottomless and 2 Deep Prisons, which is a last minute change. Like, I wasn't gonna run Deep Prisons at the time, but It was when Chaos Dragons just came out, and my buddy was playtesting them. We were siding everything. I'm just like, man, I need something else against these dragons. Like, it's not doing it. Like, I need more stuff. Like, Pulsar's too big, like too annoying. Like, it gets destroyed and it brings back red eyes and the red eyes effect and all that stuff. So it's just really bad. So I needed to fit that in there. And then of course, like triple macro. That card was like MVP side deck card. I sided in like six out of my 9 rounds. I didn't even talk about that. I went X and 2 after 9 rounds. I played 2 samurais. I played 2 samurais, 1 hero, 1 mirror match, 2 chaos, and triple insectors. And it was pretty bad. I lost round 5 and 6. Round 5 was insectors. Round 6 was heroes. It sucked too. Like round 4 and round 5, I was table 5, so I was like pretty happy. There's like 500 competitors. I was feeling pretty good. And then I had total control in game 3. I had Dolka, and we were both top decking. I had Dolka with 1 material. He top decks Monster Reborn and brings back Gigamantis and just runs my shit over. And I couldn't bring out anything that was it was late game. That was my last rabbit. I believe I already used Avarice, and it was just too big to bring out 1 card to get it. And I couldn't get past it. And he got the game. It was a really good game though. I'm gonna give him that. And then round 6 was heroes. I mean, it's heroes. I had the side deck now is a lot better for heroes, but at the time I felt like it was good, but just they did their hero stuff, and they got me. I mean, heroes do their hero stuff, and there gets to a certain point there was what can you really do? I mean, Shining's so big and stuff like that. But now, like I said before, the side deck and main deck are much better equipped for the meta, the way it's changed after priority being gone and all that. So anyways, here's the side deck I used that day. It's pretty good. I will admit it was pretty good. I've only played 1 mirror match, so I mean, the mind control I sided in once, never drew it, never even wanted it, so it didn't even matter. And I don't know, it was just whatever. So we got the extra deck, double Dolka, triple Logia because of Guaiba, and it's just the fact that people are running Snowman, I can't always rely on Avarice. I'd rather just have the other Logia in there. And when I do Avarice, it makes it easier of not putting back a Logia because I have 2 more or another one in there or whatever. Went 2 Leviers. I was borrowing one at the time. Kind of sucks. I need to get another one. Never needed the second one, but as time's progressing now, I'm needing a second Levier more and more. So I'm gonna get one this weekend. So it'll be good to go for Anaheim, for Nats, and all that. 1 Leviathan, 1 Acid Golem, 2 Utopia, just because just in case you get an awkward hand or something. But I don't know, I just thought 2 Utopia would be all right. I don't really synchro summon, or what. I didn't really synchro summon, so I just decided to go 2 Utopia. But I'm gonna definitely go to 1, especially after Gemnat Pro and Daigusto Emerald comes out. It'll just really change the side deck a lot, make it a lot more cleaner, the way, the perfect version I have, on DN and stuff like that has a really good version I like. 1 Ray, 1 Zen mains, 1 Meister because of, which one is it? Gozen match, I believe, for the type, or the attribute, excuse me. That happened to me a couple times, man. They did Gozen match on me, and I just okay, Rabbit, Sabersaurus, and they're okay, it's gonna get destroyed during the end phase, attack, whatever, bring out Zen Meister, and they're just what, you run that? Yeah, it's an earth. It helps a lot, and it definitely helped. It stayed 25 beater with a macro up, it rocked. I love that card, man. I'm definitely glad I made that. And then I had 1 Stardust for the road, and then I had my bomb ass token again. Like I said, I did really like the deck. I liked the deck the way it played that day. I did a lot of work. It helped out a lot. I mean, it was really good. It's Rabbit, if you open up Busted, it's just it's almost auto win at certain points. I mean, yeah, there's thought and stuff, but sometimes it's just it's obvious. Obviously, this is what you should do. This is what you should negate. You should do that, and blah blah blah. It's just a really good deck. I don't think that priority did hurt it to an extent, but it's not dead by a long shot. The deck is still tier 1. It's still really good. It obviously is really good by winning YCS. The top 2 decks were Rabbit. I mean, it's a really good deck, and people just counted it out and whatever, and they're feeling the pain now because this deck is really good. One thing I do regret is I didn't run Maestroke. I had one, and I thought I had another one. I traded one off, and then the day of the event, I realized I didn't have another. So I was just kind of screwed out of that one. So I was just whatever, I guess I'm not going to run one. There was never a point where I thought about it, but it could have been nice. I mean, I run one now, which really helps. And then I don't know. It's a good card. If Daiguster Emerald was out and Gemini Pearl was out, I would exchange the Meister for the Gemini Pearl, obviously, and then a Daiguster Emerald for another Utopia, because you only need one, really. Like, I don't ever bring out two, ever. I mean, I don't run Mind Control, so I mean, I'm not gonna get like a Gwaiba and a random 4. I always bring out, it's always two dinosaurs. My level 4s are dinosaurs and rabbit. I mean, like, unless you get into a funky ass situation where you have to make a rabbit and a dinosaur into Utopia, which, I mean, you're already in a bad situation. But I mean, it can bring the game around and stuff like that. It can stall you out for just long enough. And like, oh, that was one thing. Utopia Ray saved me. Like, game 1, I got it against Sam's, and then game 2, like, he just opened up the nuts. Like, he had Gateway, and he started doing all the shenanigans, and then, like, I only had Tour Guide Sangin, a Judgment, a Phoenix, and a Torrential in the background. He heavy storms me. I'm like, okay, Judgment, and then he Judgments. So I'm like, shit, we're both at 4,000. He like knocks me down to 400, and like off my Sangin search, I grab the rabbit, obviously. I go, he has a Grandmaster and a Xian on board, and he has no back row, so I like go rabbit, cool, Sabersaurus, Utopia, overlay for Utopia Ray. And then like I'm like, okay, target Xian, detach, target Xian, detach, target Xian, detach, and then I go to attack, and he's like, wait, can you do that? And he like shuffles through his extra deck, and he looks at it, and he keeps looking back at his extra deck and at me, like, and then he just like puts his hand out like, shit, good game. And it's just like, Utopia Ray did some work. That was like really good. It just like made me feel good about the event. That was like round 1. It was just really nice. It made me feel like confident about the rest of the day. Like, that was a good start to the day. But like I'm saying, like, when Anaheim rolls around, hopefully I'll top there, and I can show you the changes I made, because there's a lot of cool cards, a lot of things that I like about it that I've done. I mean, the side deck's really good. I mean, I'm not saying like it's perfect or anything. I'm saying like it's really good. It's my play style. I like the way I built it. I mean, it's really solid. So I got 17th place. They gave out 48 invites, so I still got top 24. I just missed top 16 by 1 place, which is all right. I went X and 2 after 9 rounds, so I mean, I have nothing to complain about. Hopefully next time I can at least get top 16. I would love to get top 8 to win a mat, obviously, but if I could at least get top 16, just keep doing better when I top, that'll be fine. Because when I got my top with plants, I got 24th, and it was San Diego. There was like not even 300 competitors, and they only gave out 24 invites. So I got the 24th. I got the last place basically of the tops you could get. And this time they give out 48, and I got 17. So I felt way better about how I did. Like, I did really well, and like, I just hope to keep doing well. Is pretty much all I gotta say. I mean, hopefully the build I have will be enough. It has a really good matchup against Heroes. I haven't lost to Heroes so far. I mean, I've been playtesting this shit out of Insectors and Heroes and Dark World. Those are the things I'm like definitely trying to look out for. And so basically that's pretty much the deck list. I mean, the deck does what it does. It was really good for that event. I mean, like, the main deck monsters were great. Maxi helped for sure. Like, all the spells worked well. The traps. I mean, Starlight Road never went off, like I said, but it did make me feel safe. And like, with the subtle changes of like the side deck and the main deck and like the extra deck, like, this deck is definitely a great contender for nationals, and I can't wait to go. Looking forward to it for sure. Hopefully I can top for the 3rd time at Anaheim. I'd be really happy to do so. And basically, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys like the deck profile. I know it's rabbit, but I mean, I have my own little stuff to add about it and whatever. And like I said, if or when, hopefully when I top Anaheim, I'll be able to show the deck profile. I really like it. I think it's really solid. I like the cool little text I put into it. I have a lot of explaining to do, but that's pretty much it. So here's like the whole thing. I mean, I hope you guys like it. It was a work in progress for sure, and like, it's still like, I love how, I mean, priority being gone is cool. It just changed the game a lot. I mean, it makes you just think about the game in a different way, which is what I like. Brings back some more like thought back into the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Again, I hope you guys liked it. I know it's a rabbit profile, so I mean, it's like, you guys have seen a lot of them. But if you did enjoy it, comment, rate, sub. Let me know what you guys think. Hope to hear from you. I mean, if you even want to ask me about what the changes are, go ahead and ask me. I'll tell you on the messages or comments or whatever you want to ask me about. I'll talk to you. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment, rate, sub, and Anaheim, I'm coming after you. Endum out.